What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all checking in with me. I told the people who was just watching me previously they need to hit the bell on that icon because you don't know when I'm going live again. You don't know when something's going to pause. So you need to be tuned in to Flight Sports TV at all times. Hit that goddamn bell on the icon. We're going to break down the first performance tonight between Lonzo Ball and Lamelo Ball, and I'm going to give a brief overview in the difference in the way they were handled in terms of coming into the NBA. You got one guy who basically, got the keys and the house and the car and the Lamborghini, and the other guy, they got him taking the stairs. If y'all know what I mean. Ain't nothing really handed to him. He got to work for what he gonna get, and eventually he gonna get it. And when he get that shit, he gonna take off with that shit, and it's a difference. Before we get into it, I need everybody to hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. I want to shout out my boy Nathaniel Olive. I want to shout out my guys out there in Queens. We got a couple of calls coming from Queens. I appreciate y'all. We're going to open up the phone lines real soon. But before we do that, I want to let the room fill up for a second. Nonetheless, man, it was a crazy performance, man. If you want to take your support to the next level, you could definitely donate. The link gonna be in the description box below this video. Also, it's gonna be in the live chat. So, y'all already know what it is, man. It's Flight Sports TV, man. I can't say that enough. What a performance tonight, man. Like I said, Lonzo Ball didn't give us much to really work with, but it's all good. It's not the Pelicans. We got serious issues right now. It's crazy. Let's get into the difference where I see between my boy Jake asked, do you think Lonzo will bounce back? I think so. I think the whole Pelicans needs to dig deep, pause, and bounce back because everything is on the line. So it's gonna be it's gonna be rough, man. But I think we can get it done. I really do. I tell you what, Lonzo Ball when he first came into the NBA, number one, you had LeVar Ball front and center, which I'm not gonna sit up here. He said I'm worried Lonzo's gonna get benched after this game. Benched, motherfucker get traded. You feel me? You feel me? But, shout out my boy Jake Alex. But what I want to get into really is Lonzo Ball came in. You had LeVar Ball front and center, UCLA. He was just killing it in the scenes, basically making these guys household names. Lonzo coming, big baller brand, all the shit. We all know how that all turned out. But what I was gonna say was you got then he comes in the NBA. You got him being better than Steph. You got him better than this, better than that. Magic Johnson, he was guilty in this too as well. Magic Johnson told him, y'all remember at the podium, who was the face of the franchise? Magic Johnson, the legendary, one of the greatest players in the history of the game of basketball, worldwide. You understand? One of the, not just basketball, entrepreneurship, everything. You feel me? I'm talking about the great Magic Johnson. You understand? He told us that this is the new face of the franchise, and your jersey gonna be hanging up where? Right up there where Kobe's jersey at, where Shaq jersey at, where the Jabbar, the list, Mike, and the list goes on. You understand? Now, Jerry West. I mean, so we talk. He told us this. You feel me? So he goes in. Not that they didn't work his way into the system and acclimate him into the NBA. They traded a future All-Star before they even got the training camp. You understand? As soon as he was got it, they had D'Angelo Russell on the first thing smoking. You understand? And he ended up going to Brooklyn and making the All-Star team. Now I'm gonna say right now, D'Angelo Russell ain't no world beater, but I'm just saying. That was some pressure. You talking about Magic co-signing this? They shipped off a future All-Star. They cleared the deck. You understand? You know, big baller brand. It was getting global. It was getting global. It was getting global, man. So like I said, it's Flight Sports TV, man. So it's crazy out here, man. So then you had this guy. What was my man's name? We had my boy Lamelo Ball. He comes in. Not only is he in the NBA, but they working him his way in the NBA very strategically. You understand? Very strategically. Yeah, just y'all hold on one second. This Flight Sports TV. We got it's a family man up here. So what y'all need to do in the live chat. Yeah. Yeah, so what I need on the live chat. Sorry, I had to shake some things up in this fucking drawer. Like I said, Flight Sports TV, we're a family, man. Nonetheless, man, it's crazy going on right now. Lamelo Ball comes in, they basically bring him off the bench. He comes off the bench, and like I said, not only we ain't talking about D'Angelo Russell, a future All Star, he's coming off the bench behind Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier. You understand? They're bringing Lamelo Ball in perfectly into to hand him the key. They didn't just give him the fucking franchise. You feel me? Michael Jordan is doing a perfect job at this whole Lamelo situation. Do you see Magic? He front and center. Michael Jordan, he ain't even visible. He ain't saying shit. You hear me? Michael Jordan is just he playing the back burner. I'm pretty sure he's communicating with Lamelo, but it's behind the scenes. Ain't nothing too front and center. You feel me? He's pretty much Lamelo Ball is really being a true professional right now. And mind you, people that think about Lamelo when he went to the NBL, he came off the bench. So this ain't nothing new. What's going on with Lamelo right now? Lamelo, this is gonna fall right in line. Lamelo came off the bench behind Aaron Brooks. He got in the starting lineup and he took off NBL. Look now. He's coming off the bench. He gonna start. It's not about if, it's just when. You understand? It's just the difference on how they were brought in. You understand? You don't hear he's better than this, he's better than that. From all accounts, Lamelo Ball's the most humblest guy in the goddamn in the NBA. You understand? It's a mess. But nonetheless, man, we gotta definitely get shit going. It's Flight Sports. Get in this live chat. Let me know what's your comparisons. Tonight, Lamelo Ball came off the motherfucking bench and was one assist away from a goddamn triple double. He would have got it if the fool in the left side of the corner didn't do some dumb shit at the end. And I don't know what the hell happened with Lonzo Ball tonight. I don't know what's been going on with the Pelicans. You feel me? And just to say Lonzo Ball is just crazy because you got JJ Redick stinking up the joint. You got all kind of shit going on with the Pelicans that proceeds Lonzo Ball. You think Zoe will bounce back? I definitely think listen. There's no way up. There's no way to go but up from this shit. Because like I said, me and you, executive, we could have went out there and got 5. I just told you, we just got to go to the free throw line twice. You feel me? You maybe split the shit, get a layup here, and hey, we in the door. You feel me? Ain't nothing to get 5. You understand? We can get 5 points in our sleep. You understand? So it's something going on. I don't think it's just ability. When you playing 30+ minutes and you only got 5 points, there's something mentally going on there. It's something mentally going on. I'm not here to give a pass, but I'm just trying to be realistic. You played 30+ minutes and only have 5 fucking points. There's something going on. And like I said, this locker room is going to implode if this continues. Let them ring off a few more losses. The pressure is going to be crazy. There's gonna be no way to avoid this. And Stan Van Gundy, he gotta keep control of this locker room. My boy, Ramirez said, "I'm a prophet." I mean, you can say that. I mean, listen, man. I just call it how I see it, man. In the basketball text, man. It's crazy, man. But like I said, just remember the pace of game. It all fucked it up. But let's keep going back with the situation with Lamelo. Hold on, we got some people in the live chat. You still root for the Pelicans if Zoe leave? I can't. I will root from a distance, but I'm definitely going where Lonzo's going. I'm just putting that out there before it happened. You feel me? If Lonzo go to listen, I'm already a Knicks fan. I'm just fucking waiting. Me personally, like my man Ramirez, and I'm a basketball prophet. I'm telling you right now, Lonzo Ball gonna be a New York Knick. I'm just gonna let you know, and I'm coming home after that. I'm ready to come home. I'm telling you, Tom Thibodeau, defensive Tom Thibodeau, you ain't gonna have all these points. They do got some fool coming off some new guy, but come on now, Listen, man, nobody predicted those losses. You said it way before. I'm telling you. Now I'm letting you know right now, and I'm letting you know right now. It can get uglier. This season could go. This season go downhill even worse. And then how the hell the Hornets come in here and just show out like this? I'm sorry. Do you remember the hapless Hornets? This is a different Hornets team. You understand? You got to give Michael Jordan, Mitch Kupchak a lot of credit. You understand? They did pick the right guy. People might trip. Oh, they should have never got Lamelo. They did take a risk with Lamelo. Because you did have two solid point guards. You could have won, and you could have got Isaac. You could have got Obi Top, and you could have made some other decisions to help complement this roster. You could have got a Congo, the center. It was a couple of people you could have got. But give them a lot of credit, man, because they did what they had to do. Michael Jordan played well. I mean, Michael Jordan he's doing pretty good, man. It's a complete mess out here, man. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I definitely want to get into a caller real quick. Um, I'm about to put the number in the live chat shortly. You know, and we're gonna compare. Like I said, we're gonna make the comparisons between Lonzo Ball and Lamelo. And the way they came up. Obviously one guy went overseas, the other guy took the more traditional route. But Lonzo Ball, he got to get himself together. It's just point blank period. He says Zoe was driving to the basket. Then he kept passing up layups, mid range, and 3 points. I mean, I tell you what, this 3 point line is getting on my nerves. I miss the days where guys attacked the basket. I grew up in the LeBron James era. I grew up, you feel me, where LeBron, I'm talking about Cleveland LeBron. You feel me, where LeBron was attacking the rim with no mercy. Pause. And now it's crazy. It's Flight Sports TV. I'm just gonna call it how I see it. I just opened up the phone lines to the people. Anybody want to get in this chat with me? Let's politic on live. We could do this, man. Even if you're whoever called is getting, I'm hitting that accept button. You're gonna be live, so I don't care if you called in the last one or whatever. I want to rock with the people that's rocking with me. That want to politics. Shout out my boy Ramirez. Shout out my boy Jake Alex. Shout out Pelicans fan 84. Shout out all the members, man, and all the guys, man. I can't do this without the people. But they definitely got to bounce back. They definitely got to bounce back. It's do or die now. This is it's do or die. You gotta, they gotta make something happen. You gotta make something happen. I'm from the UK. I can't call. Oh, damn. I can't call from the UK. Oh, that's just crazy. Well, that sucks. Next 3 games gonna be tough, bro. Shout out my boy, our executive from the UK, man. I'm rocking with you, man. I ain't never been out there, but it's crazy. What our executive? What's the fix for this? To fix all of this for the Pelicans and for Lonzo Ball? What is the fix? Tell me the solution, please. You think if Zoe is the ball handler, he would be better? Obviously, but executive, since you can't call in, I'm asking a question. What is the fix? Tragics. Joe, next 3 games gonna be tough, bro. Next 3 games, we could be on the. I just said we're gonna be on. We could go 10 or 11 games losing. And looking at the Hornets, we're gonna take a look at the Hornets roster because, mind you, Lamelo's about to start soon. He's because he did just had a triple double. Could you imagine if he would have actually played the whole goddamn game? Real minutes. He got taken out. I think towards the end of the fourth. These boys ready to play 40 plus minutes. They'll go 40 plus on you. The Roderick Reese says stand his eyes. Definitely. I'm waiting on that response, executive. Uh, they got the Hornets got the Hawks tomorrow. So let them get annihilated by the Hawks and then lose to the Knicks, and we know we in trouble because they got the Knicks on Monday too. So let's see what happens. It's Flight Sports TV. It's crazy. Our executive says Zoe needs to shoot more, hit or miss. He should keep shooting. He will find his rhythm like Curry. Well, like I said, I hope so. We all hope so. But it says, should the ball be in Zoe hands full time? Is that a trick question? I mean, that's the problem. It's not in his hands full time, and that's the problem. When you got 6 or 7 other people, I'm just being kind of whatever, but you got a lot of people trying to run the point guard. It's crazy. You see LeBron James, the people running for a little bit, when shit get crucial, they get people getting off the ball. And I'm not saying Lonzo's LeBron or nothing, but you know what I mean. Moses Ramirez, ball is starting to worry me. I can't understand how his game can decline so bad on a game to game basis. Melo made the triple double look easy, made it look easy, and he came off the bench. You know what I mean? He did that in a short span. But remind you, LaMelo Ball is getting, like I just stated early in the video, LaMelo Ball is being really nurtured into that starting spot. They could have just shipped off a motherfucking, made him the number one option right away, but they're not going to do it like that. They're doing it the correct way. That's why LaMelo Ball will be an all-star within the next 2 to 3 years in the league, because shit ain't just been handed. He got to work to get in this starting position. So you know when he get there, he going to take off with that motherfucking pattern. Lonzo just feel like if you think about Gentry sent his ass to the bench last year and he started playing. He played up out that bench role. You got to piss Lonzo off a little bit. You got to send Lonzo to the bench, let him ball out off the bench, because when Gentry sent Lonzo to the bench, he came off the bench playing well. Then they had to start him again, and then he took off from there. See, Gentry was playing a lot of mind games with Lonzo Ball to make him aggressive. When Lonzo wasn't aggressive, they took his ass out the game. Stan, he just letting anything fly. It's not gonna work. You heard what LeVar said. You can't be too soft for Lonzo. Zoe was coming off injury. I know, but what's the name was still trying to keep him. Roderick. What's the name was still trying to keep him in line and more humble. That was one reason. But what was the reason when game one against last season with Toronto when they took his ass out? I was asked as well. Yeah, and Gentry was asked, but I'm just saying. But what do you think about was the first game of the season against the Raptors? They took his ass out the game early. He was teaching Lonzo mind games and lessons. Man, let Lonzo play his game. They won't allow it. It is what it is. Perkins has to call him a bust again. Yeah, that's why I say you're gonna have to people to poke fun at him a little bit. I tell you what, tomorrow on First Take and on Undisputed, they're gonna let his ass have it. I'm telling you. They're gonna let this motherfucker, they're gonna tear a new hole in Lonzo tomorrow morning. I'm letting you know right now. It could get ugly tomorrow for Lonzo. Cause what's the name almost had a triple. Could you imagine if he would have actually got the triple double? Let Lonzo go out like this to De'Aaron Fox. Let De'Aaron Fox put up a 35 to 40 piece and he don't have 10 points. I want y'all to see the aftermath of what's gonna happen. I just want to let y'all remember y'all heard this stuff like let De'Aaron Fox put up 35 to 40 and he come out and put 10 up. You ain't what's the name? Lamelo. See, Lamelo, he can make mistakes right now. He's a rookie. He's figuring shit out pretty quickly. They came up differently. Lamelo was a professional basketball player, believe it or not. Roderick Reese, that's why Zoe going to play with his brother. That's what I'm saying. Something's going to go down in restricted free agency if he's not moved right away. I think he could possibly get traded. You never know. They might request it. What part of this locker room could implode at any second? Don't we understand? It's entirely plausible that tomorrow morning we hear Rich Paul has demanded a trade for Lonzo. It's getting to that point. But I feel like the Pelicans. I'm gonna get back to LaMelo in a second. I feel like the Pelicans do have a trade in them because I was saying we all think Lonzo gonna get traded. Listen, you have Eric Bledsoe, you have JJ Redick, two guys that would championship teams would love. You got Nickeil Alexander Walker. If you need to package some young talent along with this, you got Josh Hart. I'm just saying, there's other people to be moved besides Lonzo Ball. So everybody think Lonzo is the guy to be out. I feel like he will be out if he stink up the joint against Sacramento because I mean that's a guy in your draft class directly. We're not talking about Tatum and my boy what's his name Donovan Mitchell. We're talking about De'Aaron Fox now. He just got 100+ million. You want that, don't you? So you can't come out there and stink up the joint. LaMelo Ball has a possibility to revitalize this family and the big baller brand. Obviously, he's with the Puma, but I'm just saying he's gonna revitalize this whole family. But let's see what happens, man. It's Flight Sports TV, man. We're gonna see how it all shakes out. Pause. Roderick Reese, that's the draft pick at 13, gets no play. And that draft pick at 13 gets no play. I don't who you talking about? What class and let me know what who was the player? I don't know what you mean. But nonetheless, man, it's Flight Sports, man. It was a great what is name? But we about to get up out of here, man. It's Flight Sports TV. Y'all hit that like button. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. You know, it's the first of many. We're getting up out of here. It's Flight Sports.